time to start the chapter. And there's a very good reason why I'm checking Sylvia's movement range before I move everyone else. Because you have to move fast if you want to help Violon. My strategy is to check Sylvia's movement range, and then move my most powerful characters, so that's basically Sigurd, Levin, Ira, into a position where she can dance for them, thereby maximising my movement and potentially getting me into attack range in the first turn. This is very, very important. Because, yes, you really need to save Violon for a certain reason that I won't spoil, although it's probably pretty obvious to you right now. And that means getting through the defense line probably around turn 2. If Violon collides with the defense line, he will be very dead very fast. As you can see here, despite the fact that he's level 30, he has very low HP, and his weapon is broken. So, he will not last long if he runs headlong into that defense line there. Yeah, and here's an optional conversation. It doesn't give anything, but it is pretty, good just for the character development, really. Interestingly, the two sisters still have conversations even after they've had their one main event in Chapter 3. And it also establishes their personalities better, really. Yeah, as I've said before, that's another one of the things I like about this game. Just those conversations that, even though they're kind of useless for gameplay purposes, just really sort of show characters' personality and, give them more development than the average game in the series. Which is why, probably the main thing I'm excited about with the new Fire Emblem that's been revealed is that they've talked about something along the lines of over 200 conversations that reaffirm character bonds. Which could be either base conversations or hopefully support conversations. Although, don't get your hopes up about that. As I speak, that game's coming out this week, so... And I will be doing a playthrough of it when it comes out in English. You can be sure of that. Now, there is a reason I'm sending a few characters back as well. Not just to save those villagers, although that is certainly something we want to do, but because if you take a quick scan of the map, you'll notice there are actually a few enemies behind you. Now, of course, you get game over if you let those reach a castle, and I think Midale got owned in the arena, so I'm healing him. Anyway, you'll still get a game over if they reach your castle, so you'll need to deal with them sooner or later. Of course, your most powerful characters should definitely be going towards getting Arden to guard the castle. Really, that's all he's ever good for, but anyway. Yeah, your most powerful characters should definitely be on the right-hand side. They need to rush towards the defensive line. So, your slightly less powerful characters should go in the back. Now, here's another thing. Prioritize the Thunder Mages. The Axe Armors aren't all that big of a threat, because even with Violon's broken weapon, they'll still miss quite a lot. The Thunder Mages are a serious threat, and if both of them attack him in one turn, he's almost certain to die. Next on your priority list is that General, because he has a Hero Axe. Now, this is the last opportunity to abuse this thief sword, so yeah, why not? Let's do it. Yeah, and he'll move at the end of your turn. Strangely, he doesn't have his own separate phase. Now, you normally don't need to worry about those pursuing Axe Knights catching him, but if he gets caught between the defense line and them, yeah, it's not going to end well. That's if he doesn't die from getting caught in the defense line. Now, unfortunately, the Thief Sword only works once on each individual enemy. Because for some reason, just like your characters, they have their own store of gold. But it's usually a very small amount, and it only applies if you're using a thief or the Thief Sword. And you'll notice that these guys are avoiding attacking Levin for some reason. Yet there are other enemies who don't, and get themselves slaughtered. And yes, there is a group of enemies behind you. In fact, they seem identical to the ones in front of you. But of course, since you don't have to worry about Violon, they're not as big a threat. And now, one last thing. This part is a bit shorter than you would probably expect. That's because this turn ends with a pretty massive conversation, so I had to put that in the next part, because it took this one well over 10 minutes. So yeah, I'll have to continue this turn in the next part.